When it comes to managing the money in your side business, there's a lot to think about. First of all, when setting your side business income goals, this is obviously going to differ from person to person. For your side business, you might be really comfortable just making a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 per month extra on the side of your regular job, and that might be enough for you. For other people, they maybe want to be able to earn the same as their salary so that they can quit and go full-time on their business. And for other people, maybe they just want to earn as much money as they can. First off, you want to get clear on your specific goals. So for me, for example, I wanted to be able to quit my job. And so I thought about, well, okay, what is my annual salary? What is that on a monthly basis? And that very much became the starting point I used to then work out how much profit I need to make every single month. Notice I use the word profit because, of course, you're going to generate sales depending on what it is that you do, whether you sell physical products, online courses, consulting, freelancing, coaching. You're going to generate sales, but chances are you're going to have some kind of cost associated with running your business. So if you have a website, you're going to have to pay for hosting. You might have email services like MailChimp to pay for. You might have other services like Buffer or Pipedrive, other software products that you pay for as part of running your business. And so it's really important to have a very clear idea of your income and your expenses every month so that you can determine how much profit you're making. Because that profit, that's really your take-home pay. That's what ends up in your account, and that's what you have to then live off to pay your mortgage or to pay your rent and to buy groceries and everything else that you need to survive. I had my monthly salary figure. That was my monthly profit that I needed to make. So I think the best way to keep track of everything is to have some kind of spreadsheet that tracks all the different sources of income that you have and all the expenses that you have. When it comes to choosing what to invest in or when to spend money in your business, you want to obviously be a bit careful because every time you purchase something, whether it's like an online service or you're spending money on packaging or delivering your product in some way to your customers, every single cost is going to reduce how much you have in your pocket at the end of the day. So you always want to think through these cost decisions very carefully. With me and my online business, there's lots of tools that I could potentially use to increase sales and to grow my bottom line. But I have to always think through very carefully what I should invest in. And I try and go through a process of thinking, will this tool or will this purchase increase my sales? If it does, does that thing justify purchasing it? Will I earn more by purchasing this thing than if I didn't? Or is this tool just a luxury? Does it just make my life easier? That still could be a worthwhile purchase as well. If it's something that's saving you time so that you can spend more time working with clients, maybe that's still a purchase worth spending. But these are the kind of things you want to think through every time you sort of make a purchase decision. If you are someone that wants to eventually go full-time on your business, you might be thinking, when is a good time to go full-time? For me as well, because I wanted to replace my salary, I sort of wanted to reach a point where I was generating the same income, the equivalent of my salary from my side business, sustainably for at least 3 months. That was my goal. And so I started with consulting halfway through 2016. And then towards the end of the year, I was recording my income and expenses every single month. And I had 3 consecutive months where my underlying profit was the same, if not more, or I actually averaged it out because some months were lower, some were higher. It averaged out as being higher than my salary for 3 consistent months. And so that was the point at which I was comfortable being able to quit my job because I knew that this was something I could sustain. I think that's going to be the case for a lot of people, that you need to have an income that you can sustain. You haven't just had a one-off success that's generated you an income for 1 month. You need to actually have confidence that you can replicate those results every single month. So when building your side business, that's why it's so important to keep track of your income and your expenses every single month so that you can see how sustainable that income is over time.